Okay, everybody, welcome to another video. So today we're doing my game of the year, aka 2020. I did initially record the video, but I kind of accidentally deleted it. So yeah, this will be focusing on Nintendo Switch games. My Switch is over that way, it's on charge, it died whilst I was fighting bandits in The Witcher. But yes, let's go through these games and I'll tell you which ones are contenders and which ones aren't, and the reasons why for that. So first we have Rayman. So Rayman is actually a very good platformer, but I've just not played it for almost a year. I lost interest very quick when I started to build up my collection of games. I think I mostly lost interest to Lego Marvel, which you'll probably see in a moment. But overall, it's just due to my lack of playtime on the game that it doesn't really stack up, so it's not a contender. Next, we have Lego Marvel. So I have put substantial time into this game, almost 100 hours. It was Ignite who got me this one for my 19th birthday. But frankly, I beat the game. The missions are nice, especially against Kang the Conqueror, and the quite large open world. But apart from that, it's not held up really. So this one is not a contender. Next, we have Mario All Stars. So most people would have this on their list as a contender, but I don't. Only because, yes, I love Mario. Yes, I love the games, but I lost interest very, very quickly. Other games such as Fire Emblem and Breath of the Wild have kept my attention much more. So, yeah, sadly, despite how good this game is, I've only put 5 hours into it. Mostly played Galaxy and 64, but not much of Sunshine, and that's why, due to also lack of playtime and not being able to hold my attention, it's not a contender. Next, we have the newest game in the collection, The Witcher Wild Hunt. So this is, I believe it's like 3 years old now, 3 to 4 years old, but for the game, damn, it's fun. I've been playing this game constantly since I got it. Being able to explore medieval cities, fight a variety of monsters, side quests everywhere, dialogue galore. It's just a really fun game to play, and I won't be putting it down for a long time. And this one is a contender. Next, we have Harry Potter. So people who know me as a massive Potterhead. Yes, I adore Harry Potter, but this game gets some stuff very wrong. For example, with Hogwarts, it's not that enjoyable to explore, and frankly, the missions are fine, but there are some parts where there's been glitches, so I've not been able to complete certain aspects of a mission. Just like Marvel, there's one glitch where I can't complete a side quest, and also, frankly, that it's just not as good as past iterations of the game. Um, but the franchise is awesome. It's still my favorite film franchise, and I'm a Ravenclaw, just a note. But yeah, due to some very big errors in the game itself, it's not a contender. Next, we have Mario Kart 8. So, a lot of people like this game. For example, my sisters actually got Mario Kart and Animal Crossing with their Nintendo Switch Lite. But the biggest issue for me with Mario Kart is that it's not fun to play on your own. Like, I used to love Mario Kart more as a kid. Playing with friends online is a lot more fun, but of course you have to pay for online. I don't, thanks to Ignite for allowing me on the family account, by the way. But it's just due to not being fun to play on your own and for quite a high price as well. But despite that, it is a very good game if you have the people to play with and you have it online. But for me, it doesn't hold my interest long enough. I'm going to try and go back into it soon, but for now, it's not a contender. Next, we have Mario Bros. 2, and this is the same gripe I have with this game. You can only play other people's levels if you pay for an online membership. Apart from this, being able to create your own levels is awesome, but you shouldn't have to pay for online. And because of that, it's not a contender. Next, we have Hyrule Warriors. So Hyrule Warriors was the game which I've put 80 hours in about a month and a half, and it still holds my interest to this day. Even though I've nearly 100%ed the game and unlocked every single character, I still constantly listen to the music, watch people's gameplay of it, and it's just an amazing game. Never thought I'd be into Zelda games, but yes, this is a contender. Next, we have Minecraft. So I wasn't expecting to like Minecraft as much as I do, but there's one big issue which brings it down massively. It causes my Switch to crash so many times that sometimes it's even unplayable. It's an issue which has affected every owner of this game, and Mojang knows about it, but they're not addressing the issue. So because of this massive issue, my server is always cutting out, even without Wi-Fi, and the game always crashing. It's definitely not a contender. Next, we have another new edition, FIFA 18. I frankly got this because I was bored, and it's pretty cheap at £12 for a Switch game, which is about $14. There is FIFA 20 on the Switch, but it's a good like £15 more, and frankly, it's not really worth it. But I only got this game because I used to play FIFA on the Wii all the time with my dad, and it brings back fond memories when I do put some time into this. But it's just for nostalgia's sake, just like Mario All-Stars, and frankly, it's not a game that I play much. So that's why it's not a contender. Next, we have 3 games here, which are all contenders because I kind of messed up the order, but we're gonna go through them. As to nobody's surprise, Fire Emblem Three Houses is of course a massive contender, only because of course it's my favorite game on the Switch. I haven't played it for a while because of other titles, but overall the story, the characters, it's just so lovable and memorable. And I do follow the fandom. There's always people posting custom art, and it just makes me smile to learn more about this game, which I didn't know. And yeah, the cover's faded, but I need to put some more time into this game, which I will be doing soon. But yeah, massive contender. The next contender is, of course, Smash Bros. Ultimate, one of the first ever games released on the Switch. This game continues to have continuous updates, support, and DLC characters, stages, and music. So with the characters, some have been really hype, like Steve, who I still don't like Steve, Joker from Persona, and Sephiroth from Final Fantasy. They have added some very good characters, and I'm looking forward to see who they add next. But it's the fact that this game still gets continuous support and updates after 3 years, and it's just fun to play with friends, even on your own to practice. This is the game I always play when I travel, because I can quit mid-match, I can close it down quick, I don't have to worry about saving items or anything like that. So yeah, this is why it's another contender. And the last contender is the game which got me into Zelda, Breath of the Wild. So I got this for only £16 of my own money because I had money saved, and frankly, after putting 155 hours into this game, the main selling point, of course, is the massive open world. You can do whatever the heck you want, But I will say the massive downside, even after purchasing the DLC, which I haven't beat yet, is the story. You will need Hyrule Warriors for the story. This is just basically, oh yeah, go and beat 4 divine beasts, go and kill Ganon. That's it, you're done, you beat the story. Like, you can go and get the Master Sword, but you don't need you don't need the Master Sword to beat Ganon. And I think that they should make it mandatory to have the Master Sword to beat Ganondorf. But overall, this is another massive contender. So the contenders are Witcher Wild Hunt, Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Smash Bros, and Breath of the Wild. So in 5th place, we are going to go with Smash Bros Ultimate. People are probably thinking, why is Smash your favourite game of the year? It's solely because I kind of prefer solo player games, and yes, most of my friends do play Smash, and we have an absolute blast when we do play. But frankly, just sitting around in my dorm playing Smash doesn't interest me much. I like to watch the gameplay. I would play more online, but online is so bad, and you get so many spammers and people who play cheaply. It makes you mad more than you have fun. And the GSP, your rankings make no sense how it's calculated, and of course lag. Lag is a massive issue with our online. So this is why, if it had better online play, I'd play it more. But because of the bad online and frankly infuriating players, this is why it's 5th. Next one is kind of hard, but I'm going to have to go with Breath of the Wild, because since I've mostly beat the story, it's kind of taken a back seat to a few other games. But overall, I see why it still held its price for over 3 years, and I can't wait for Breath of the Wild 2. So yeah, this one is 4th. Next one is The Witcher. So The Witcher, of course, is my newest game to my collection, and the game which I play the most currently. The story is rich and diverse. I don't know much about the characters since I've not played the other games, and I've only read one Witcher novel. But apart from that, I'm still learning about the characters. I can still gather what has happened in the past due to the frankly well written dialogue, and it's just great to explore medieval villages, fight random monsters, bandits. You never know what you're going to see, and it's like Breath of the Wild. You can find any monster around, but this one, I kind of prefer the whole medieval styling, even though Breath of the Wild is technically kind of medieval, but only because of how long it's kept my attention for, is 3rd place. So, which one is in first? Hyrule Warriors or Fire Emblem? The game of the year is Hyrule Warriors. So why is Fire Emblem, the game which I've been ranting about for so long on the channel, why is it sitting in 2nd place? Frankly, since I've beat the game over 4 times, I've needed new things to play. I've needed new emotions, new games to make me feel sad, happy, upset, anything. And Hyrule Warriors has done that, which I'll go over in a second. But if you are wanting to get into Fire Emblem, this is a great place to start. The community's a bit better than the Smash community. There are more females who actively take part, which I like. But the only issue is that everybody sexualizes every single character, and it gets annoying when you look through the fandom pages. But yeah, in terms of gameplay, story, I thought it would be hard to strategize, hard to teach your students. It's not. It's frankly very easy to teach your students, and once you got everything to your max level, you can spend renown, which you earn, to raise up to those levels automatically, so it makes it even easier, which I do sometimes. But yes, number 2. So yeah, as I said, the game of the year is Hyrule Warriors. This game It's the first game in a long time which has made me gasp in shock. So this is spoilers. So there's two missions where you encounter Sidon and trying to think, Sidon and Riju and Orbo, not Orbosa, Tabor and Yunobo. And when I first saw Sidon, because I did the Sidon mission first, oh my god, I cried. I was expecting Mifa to die, and it looked like Darut was about to die, but they didn't. And plus the character design, and the story as a whole, it's so emotional, so raw. And the villain, Astor, is awesome. I hope he returns it in Breath of the Wild 2. And Ganon in his original form as well. Of course, he's different because he absorbs Astor. But yeah, this game is so good. No wonder it is sold out in every shop. You can only buy it online. But yeah, this is my game of the year. I have stopped playing it recently because of Witcher. But this is a game that I constantly return to and play through. So yeah, let me just put these in a little bit of a more order in which I'm going to play them. Put these back on my massive pile of games. But yes, from me and somebody who hasn't appeared on my channel for a while, Lucario, we wish you all a happy new year, even though it is going to be the 2nd of Jan when this is going to be uploaded, hopefully. But yeah, that's my game of the year. I did have to reshoot this video because, of course, I wiped it, which I'm annoyed by. But yeah, I know some of you will be very, very happy Fire Emblem has finally been overthrown. But yes, this is the end of this clip, and I hope you all had a great Christmas and a happy New Year.